I don't want to make it seem like I'm throwing myself a pity party, but if I had a choice to be any other race besides this race, could do it all over again, I don't think I'd be this color. I don't think you know what I mean? As much as I love being a brother, it seems so cool. Yeah, man. You know, black is beautiful. You know what I mean? Give me a pound on the side that's brown. Ain't nothing cool about being a black man in America, man. Nothing. Nothing. It's like all of us is just waiting. We're just waiting on something. Like, what the fuck is we waiting on, man? You know what I mean? What is we waiting on? Like, we should have been turned up. We should have been got together, came together, and just, just fought. We should have came together and fought. We should be fighting. We should be really out here in these streets all over America fighting and taking back what's ours, man. Instead, we fight and kill each other. And it was by design. It was systematically built. You know what I mean? So whoever built this whole program, this world, man, they did a good job on us, man, because we at the bottom of the bottom. I was watching Cameron say today on one of his platforms on the platform with him and Mace, man. He was talking about how black people, we so far behind. We we can't even get in the game to buy a sports team, to buy, you know, um, the Celtics or whatever. You know what I mean? He was specifically talking about the Celtics or any team. You know what I mean? Yeah, we could be like a partial owner of a small percentage of an owner, but like we so far behind that we can't even get in the game. You know what I mean? And everything he said on there is 100% right because I always said, yo, to make a lot of money and to be powerful in this country, maybe just in the world, period. You know what I mean? You got to invent something. You got to really invent something. You know what I mean? Me and my brother got an invention. We ain't never tell nobody about it, you know what I mean? But it's a hell of an invention. But, that's neither here nor there. I'm talking about us as a people. Like Cam was saying, like you could put Oprah money and Jay-Z money together and you still wouldn't be able to buy a team. You know what I mean? And we look at them, we look at like Jay-Z, Oprah, Diddy, even though he's down. I mean, we looked at these people as like everything for black people when it comes to money and shit like that. They ain't got shit, bro. You know what I mean? You know, it's motherfuckers like Bill Gates and Elon Musk, they laugh at Jay-Z money. Jay-Z money is like, you know what I mean? That's compared to like Elon Musk or one of them dudes, like Jay-Z money is like a weekend. It's like a fun weekend to them. You know what I mean? And we talk, no disrespect to Jay-Z because he got more than the average brother. But look what all he had to go through to get that. You know what I mean? He had to cut through his friends. He had to come from the project, sell dope to his people, rap. You know what I mean? All this shit to get to where he is. You know what I mean? Most of these motherfucking rich, wealthy white folks, they've been handed down money. You know what I mean? Their fathers had money. You know what I mean? Look at Trump, our own president. You know what I mean? His folks had bread. Like we can never. It seemed like we'll never get our shit together, yo. We'll never get our shit together. It's no fun being black, man, and black in America. Like we sitting here filling out applications to work for these fucking jobs. They they fucking work us to death, and then you die. Nobody like thought about getting, you know what I mean, getting our shit together, coming together, saying we ain't working for these motherfuckers. Like, you know what I mean, as a whole, we not working for y'all. We'll put our money to use and work for ourselves and let our money work for ourselves. You know what I mean? You know, we hear stories about what was that, like Black Wall Street when they bombed our shit. And it's like after that, we don't even want to try it no more. We should have our own fucking military. We should have our own fucking prisons and shit for they asses. You know what I'm saying? Let's build prisons for these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to rile nobody up and all that. You know what I'm saying? But we should have prisons for these motherfuckers, for our oppressors. Go snatch their ass up and throw them in a motherfucking secret location. Oh, your ass is gonna stay right here for, you know what I mean, for genocide amongst black people. Nobody cares about us, man. And it's sad. It's sad. You know what I mean? Yes, I believe in God, but it's like it's so much shit that I don't understand. It's like we gotta die to experience our heaven. You know what I mean? We gotta die to figure out the truth. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers is born into just everything is beautiful. Oskino said it one time in his rhyme. He like, you know what I'm saying, our mom's got a job, and their mom got a job, but you know what I mean? What he say? Our mom worked 3 jobs. They moms got time to jog. We ain't even really got time to, you know what I'm saying, go to the gym and do the shit that we need to do for ourselves because we spend all our time slaving for these motherfuckers. I don't see how motherfuckers used to be so happy, man, and be so happy like, hey, man, I just did a triple at work. Ugh, motherfucker, you burnt out. You ain't supposed to be doing no doubles and triples. You can't even enjoy your money. These motherfuckers get to wake up with their kids and go on boats and shit like that. The same people you working for, we keeping them rich. If everybody walk off the fucking job, that's why I never had a problem walking off a job, man. I don't care because the little shit they offer, like the benefits and all that shit, yeah, that's cool. But I get that shit on my own, man. You know what I mean? When soon they start mistreating me or giving me too much work that I feel like I'm worth more, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of motherfuckers like, oh man, you gotta think about this. Yeah, I am thinking about my folks. I am thinking about my kids. You know what I'm saying? I am. And I'm showing them that you ain't gotta take nobody's shit. But being black in America, man, it's like, you know what I mean? It's fucked up, man. As soon as we talk about it, you know what I mean, there's always some white person that say, oh, y'all should get over slavery. That was 400 years ago. Yeah, it's easy for you to say because you're still benefiting off of slavery. You still benefit off the work of our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had a chance to go to school and college. Like when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Every day was survival for us, man. Every day was survival. You know what my mom told me when I was young? Listen, I just want you to finish high school. Just finish high school. Well, she never really, pressed the issue of me going to college. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, I regret not going to college. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that I ain't go to college because I wasn't smart enough. I ain't go to college because I had nobody, on my ass like, yo, this is what your future could be if you go to college. If you stay in the hood, this is, you know what I'm saying? I never had nobody on my ass about, no diddy, nobody like on my ass like, yo, go to college, do this, then I did take up a trade, and this was when I was like 21, you know what I'm saying? When I had, my son's mom, when she got pregnant with my oldest boy, you know what I mean? That's when I really started figuring shit out. It was too late in the game. You know what I mean? I was already in the streets. But I knew, I'm like, damn, man, I was working a little job, but I was still in the streets. I'm working a little job, but I'm like, I got to do something else. I got to pick up a skill with something, man. I want to make money for a while. So I got my electrical trade, you know what I'm saying? And I went from there. I finished. I ain't even like that on some real shit. But I'm like, I need to do this just to have something under my belt. You know what I mean? That's when I started waking up. But when I was in school, like my whole I hated school. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm gonna keep it 100. We ain't had like when we was in school from 1998 to 2002. It wasn't like no uniforms. A lot of high school shit they gotta wear uniforms. We had to get fresh. So like my mom couldn't afford the shit that I wanted to wear. In ninth and 10th grade, I started turning up more when I got like 10th, end of my 10th grade year, and I started hitting the streets heavy and just making my own money, buying my own shit. I didn't feel right in school because my shit wasn't up to par. And a lot of people say, like, if you look better, you got on the clothes, it boosts your confidence and you do better. So me being, born in poverty and not being able, my mom not being able to get the shit that I wanted, that shit made me hate school. It made me hate school, and it was because of my environment. The shit that we grew up around, The only niggas that had fly shit was the niggas that was, selling dope. Niggas was banging. The niggas, the average working nigga looked like a bum. He looked like the sucker. Like, we see them niggas, they dirty, they ain't spending time talking to us. They hate their fucking life. They, you know what I'm saying? If they'll trade their life to fucking, sell dope and all that shit. The ones that was, that wasn't in the streets like that. You had some niggas that came home and they changed their lives around and shit like that. But we were them niggas wasn't talking to us. All we saw, bro, was motherfucking drug dealers. And shout out to the rappers from Philly that came out around that time. You know what I'm saying? The Beanie Siegels and State Properties, and they was in the streets, Freeway and all of them, like they was in the streets. So we was, they was accessible. So we saw them. So that's what we wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I always loved music. So I was like, man, I'm chasing this rap shit. You know what I mean? Because I felt like, music, hip hop, that was like God's gift to us. Like, y'all can do this. You know what I'm saying? Huh? And y'all can build your own shit. But so many niggas fucked up the game, they put it right back in a white man's hand. And now we ain't even got that no more. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is fucked up. I remember we used to press CDs up, sell them Jones, $5, $7, whatever you had, for a CD, we pressing our own Jones up. You know what I'm saying? Making money. Any given day, My hustles was weed and CDs. You know what I'm saying? I met my baby mom going to Harlem. You know what I'm saying? On the way back from Harlem with a bunch of weed on me and a bunch of CDs. I'm on a motherfucking DVD in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? This was this club called the Cherry Lounge back in the day. I was in the back of that joint rapping. You know what I'm saying? I'm on somebody's DVD in Harlem. I never seen this shit. You know what I'm saying? I met a few people. That's when niggas had church, Nextels and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I lost a lot of contacts. But that was my mission. You know what I'm saying? It was the music. Music had me. It was never nothing else that I wanted to really do. You know what I mean? I love doing this content shit right here, but this shit ain't paying the bills. It's kind of like how music was, but I made more money off content than music. You know what I'm saying? I'm being not to say like the whole time I've been doing music, I probably made more money off music, but later on, like content, and I ain't make a lot of money off content. I know I'm going on, man. I'm just venting. It's just so hard being black, man. They put us through so much, and as soon as like a nigga feel like he just want to give up, or we lazy, we this, we don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Y'all motherfuckers made it so hard for us, man. We didn't even act, I believe a lot of us was already over here in America, but like y'all want to, I think the reason why they want to tell us that they brought us over here on boats and we from Africa and all that shit is so they don't they give them an excuse to not give us our shit back. We the original Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? They took this shit from us, man, and we let them. We let them. I mean, it's not. I don't blame our ancestors because we didn't operate off of killing each other and shit like that. These motherfuckers came over and just did something we never seen before. They slaughtered our people, man. You know what I mean? And now we in a fucked up predicament, and people is just living their lives like this is just it is what it is. And you got people like Rodney Hinton, you know what I mean, whose son was just murdered by a police officer. He got tired and he did what he had to do. You know what the police is, what they job is to do for real, for real. The police in America is they job is to protect the rich. For real, for real. When you think about it, it's not to protect to serve you. You the enemy, especially us black people. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing but KKK motherfuckers on the police force. You got some black people on the police force, but they're part of them too, man. Their job is to protect the rich, not you. I never called 911 a day in my life for anything. I done seen a lot of shit in my life. You know what I mean? A lot of friends murdered. You know what I mean? Saw so much shit at a young age, violence, all types of shit. Born in the projects, a real sugar water baby, Philadelphia. You know what I mean? I never pick up the phone or call 911 for anything. But these white folks, and I'm not making this no racial thing, but it is. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers quick to fucking pick up the phone, call 911. You know what I mean? The rich people, they quick to call. That's their security. That's their gang. You know what I'm saying? We live by this no snitching thing, this, that, and the third, but we supposed to be policing ourselves in our own communities and shit like that. We don't really do that. We destroy our own communities. Because this still is our community. You know what I mean? This is our land. Feed on land, like Quilly say. This is our land. We need to start doing better, man. For real. I don't know, man. I know for a fact, man, if I had the choice to experience being another race, to like die and come back, and God be like, "Oh, you want to be black again?" No, no. I need an easier life than this life. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I couldn't do it, man. Not all over again. This shit sucks, man. This shit sucks, man. This woke already TV. You know what I mean? I'm just venting. Just you know what I mean? The shit I see, and I was triggered by a lot of shit that I just saw online. It was like back to back shit. You know what I mean? I seen this white lady, they call her Karen. She was on an elevator with this black guy. She asked him all these questions. Do you belong in here? This, then, the third. She ran off the elevator screaming and trying to call 911 on this man, and he didn't do anything to it. He just said, I don't have to answer your questions. Please leave me alone. That's the shit we talk. Who wants to be black, man? Who want to be black in this country? You know what I mean? And for all the niggas that do got it like that, that's making all the money and shit like that, the athletes and celebrities, and a lot of these celebrities ain't really got it like that. I believe they borrowed, they shit is borrowed. And soon they little fame and shit over with, oh well, they back in the hood. And I don't even think they want them to help the average hood or the average hood people. You know what I'm saying? For all them, man, they could be doing a lot better because that's all we got. That's all we got. Even our doctors and lawyers and shit like that, they all in debt. They can't really help us. They can't do anything. You know what I mean? I think it's 800 billionaires in America, and I think only 1% is black. It's crazy, man. We gotta do better, man. Like I said, I ain't throwing no pity party. I'm just venting and speaking my feelings. For real. I don't want to be black in America, man. This shit sucks, bro. For real. I'm tired of it. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Leave your thoughts in the comments, man. This is longer than my average video. Peace and love.